Everybody Pokemon! 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 Everybody is Pokemon! Everybody Pokemon! Everybody Pokemon!
Howdy, folks. My name is Joy, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, my name is Ray, and my pronouns are he, him.
And I'm Jupiter, and my pronouns are she, Faye. And it's time to go to the potty.
Wow! My head's spinning!
Like how when you flush a... Never mind.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not going there.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Is that Joy said that intro is a joke before we started recording, and then I committed to it.
Maybe
Yes.
I'm uncommit that.
Do you want me to undo all my words?
No, absolutely not.
You want me to take my words back and put them back into my mouth?
No.
Today was a very special episode.
Today was a PSA on using the bathroom when you have to, everybody.
It really was.
Sometimes, if you have to use the bathroom, you should use the bathroom.
If your body suggests, hey, maybe go use the bathroom, maybe go do that right now instead of later, because you don't know what will happen later.
Right. It's not worth, if I totally understand being a little bit embarrassed, especially if you're in a new environment, to use the bathroom. But like for your health, for your safety, for your bladder, you gotta go to the bathroom if your body says go to the bathroom.
It's
You
true.
can get stuck in a traffic jam and not be able to use the bathroom. And
Yeah.
it's gonna suck. It's gonna be bad, y'all. So it's
gonna be so
use
bad.
that bathroom.
It's gonna be so bad, yeah.
It's gonna be upsetty spaghetti.
Yeah.
So this has been the Megaman NT Warriors, episode 3, Potty Time, Party Time. And it's time to jack out.
Wow!
Okay.
It was a special PSA episode. I don't know what else you wanted from me.
You're right. We don't need anything else into this episode.
It's time to jack around, jack up, and get down.
Who's in charge of the summary?
It would be Joy this time.
Oh, I would be delighted. I would be delighted to do this thing. So, in this episode of Megan Man, they have a brand new classmate come into their school. It is briefly touched upon while Lan and her name escapes me, Meilu.
Meilu?
While they're walking towards school, Meilu is like, "Hey, there's a new kid. We got a new kid. We got a new kid that's happening soon.
New kid dropping.
New kid just dropped." And then they get to the school and they see an actual, just straight up limousine pull into their school, and inside of that limousine is carried a kid, new by the name of, she has a name and it's
Yai.
Yai
Ayano.
Yai Ayano, and Yai is like a spoiled rich kid type character, kind of. So then they just go about their daily schoolums, their schoolings, their school-arounds. And, when introducing herself to the class, Yai has like an hour-long documentary about herself and how amazing she is with
Don't worry, that's a short version.
Yes, yes, that's the short version of it. And it has like testimonials from like world leaders and she's at lunchtime and she has like a chef bring out like a 4-course dinner meal flown in from Texas. So yeah, she's kind of got the works, and she has a funny little PET named Glide, who is a funny tall man. he seems responsible. That's all I really got out of
does
it.
seem responsible.
He seems like a responsible guy. Doesn't he?
Really does.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's just like where I'm at with it. I think he seems like a responsible guy.
Yeah.
He's very, you know, he seems like kind of a lad.
Very cordial, potentially.
That's probably a better way of saying that. But
No, responsible is right.
Yeah, no, responsible lad.
He
I
seems
like
responsible lad. He seems like a responsible lad. So, yeah, everybody is like astounded and shocked at the new kid, and so Lan and Dex do what any rational people would do when a new kid shows up at their school, and they try to break into Yai's house.
Mm-hmm.
They try to do a B&E.
That's breaking and entering for all of you people who don't know who have never done that.
For all of you who haven't done a B&E, it's so they get caught obviously like immediately because it's like high-tech security systems from the 22nd century or wherever this takes place. I didn't swear.
No, you didn't. I'm proud of you.
I almost did. I got so close.
That's okay.
And they get captured and put in an actual cage, and then Mega
They
Man.
were doing just fine.
Yes, they weren't coming out of the cage. Mega Man jacks into the cage, and he's like, "Hey, Glide, can you let us go? Because I don't know how to say this, but my owner is just a real knucklehead, just a real clown and a half." And Glide is like, "No." And then they get shot out of a big old tube that expels them from the property forever. So yeah, not really getting off on the best first foot with their new classmate. But some dark tidings are a-brewing. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, dark tidings, whoa.
Whoa.
We meet our newest, I don't know what you want to call him, jerk, terrible person, a person who delights in the suffering of others.
E-girl?
Yes, so Dr. Wily hires an e-girl.
This is canon.
This is real. She is an e-girl 100%. She is a VTuber, okay?
Her name is Maddie.
Her name is Maddie. She is first seen like in her room, and it looks like a streamer's room. I don't know how to like say it any better than that. It looks like a streamer's abode. And
look, she's got the striped leggings. Like, come on.
She's got the striped leggings. She's like, wow, thanks for the biddies, Dr. Wily. And he's like, oh, she said my name. Wow.
Thanks to Dr. Wily for subscribing for 26 months.
I'll have to DM her later.
Hey, Mr. Wily, don't. Hey.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
He's
like, he slides into the DMs and he's like, hey, would you like to help me ruin people's lives later? And she's like, oh my god, yeah. As long as you keep that sub up.
It's tier 3 and everything.
It's tier 3. You're my only tier 3 sub, so you have to.
I am losing my mind right now.
So basically, Dr. Wily's like, would you like to cause some very horrible mayhems? And she's like, yeah, sure. I love mayhems. So then she uses her VTuber persona, known as, Wacko Man? Is that right?
Wacko Man, yeah.
Wacko Man, who is a clown color palette swap for Griffin McElroy.
This is also canon.
He does the Griffin McElroy voice whenever Griffin McElroy is like playing a character on Cartoon Network, and you're like, oh, that's Griffin McElroy. That's the voice that the character is doing.
Who voices? I'm curious. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so what they start doing is taking over the traffic lights and making people crash into each other, which is like maybe the most direct and hazardous these things have gotten. I mean, like you have like stove malfunctions. Oh, actually, you know what? You're right. The train is probably the most dangerous.
Yeah.
But it's pretty nutty still, just like making people crash into each other. Well, it's all at traffic lights too, so it's like it's like potentially like low velocity accidents. Like you're just like, hey, I'm gonna make everyone's day worse.
Yeah.
And then, Yai stayed after school and waited till everybody left because, she's embarrassed to go to the bathroom while other people are around. And so she waited until everybody left, and then she walks to the bathroom, and, Meilu walks out and is like, the bathroom's all yours, don't even worry about it. And Yai is like, internally like, oh no, another person is here, what do I do? So she just decides, I'm gonna hold it. And she gets in her funny little limo to go home. But all the traffic is gone forever, and it's all messed up and screwed up and hecked up. And the limo driver is just stuck in traffic, and she's like, you know, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we've all been there. Where you're in traffic and you're just like,
Mhm.
So, eventually she climbs out of, well, she sends Glide into the, Navi net space or whatever, to fight all the little, traffic demons. And, he gets hit by Sonic the Hedgehog.
He does.
He really does.
A big fast blue orb hits him and he goes, ow, ouchie. And then Yai climbs out of the limo and stands on the roof and just starts screaming. Just starts screaming for help. And Lan is like, yeah, I got this. So Yai jumps across traffic, just like jumping on the tops of cars to get to Lan, and is like, Lan, I have to go to the bathroom so bad, I'm gonna die! So Lan does what any rational person would do, and he just picks her up and just starts booking it. He sends Mega Man into the magic space to help Clyde fight, but they're getting their butt kicked by Wacko Man, who is a funny clown, just a hilarious funny clown. And Glide is like, hey, tell Lan the nearest laboratory is blah, 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 blah.
The traffic control center.
Yes, exactly. So Lan goes to the traffic control center and saves Yai's life. Then there's like a little terminal where you can jack in your net navies. So he gives Mega Man, a cool sword and a sensible mask to stop the spread of disease.
Yes.
Yes.
Then, Mega Man is just tearing it up, except Wacko Man logs out before Mega Man can slice him in half, before Mega Man can cleave him in twain.
Yeah. The instant that Wacko Man, has a disadvantage, is just like, peace.
I'm out! I'm done with this! I don't like this at all!
I'm going back to my brother and me.
Exactly. That's actually what he says in the episode. It's very confusing. So basically in the traffic control center, Lance starts hearing somebody, doing some e-girl gamer rage. He looks over and he sees the evil person that's working for Dr.Wily, and she's having a tantrum. She's having a normal one. He doesn't put two and two together to figure out that she was the one controlling her VTuber avatar Wacko Man. And he's just like, oh, that's weird. That's weird that happened. And then Yai is like, hey, we're friends now because you helped me. And then school happens the next day. All the traffic is back to normal. They go to school and then, oh, wow, now there's a pink limousine. Whoa! And they're like, wow, where'd you get the new car? And Yai is like, haha, I got a new car because I told my dad what happened, and he got me a brand new car to make me feel better, and also it has a bathroom in it. Haha, I win!
And that's the episode.
That's the episode. That's the episode on this one.
I have one major thing that I would like to talk about.
Please.
I'm looking here at our resources, quote, resources, and I was wondering to myself, why wasn't Mesa in this episode? Turns out he was.
Huh?
What?
There's a scene of Mesa cut out.
Huh?
according to this wiki, there's a Mesa scene. You remember when Yai puts in the DVD and they start watching the DVD?
Yes.
So during that scene, apparently outside Mesa is talking about how he loves Miss Mari and then tells the kids to take their calcium and leaves.
Oh.
And I'm like, I legitimately was wondering where Mesa was this episode.
Well, now we know.
I don't see this on the wiki that you what?
Really?
Unless there's a section that I'm not aware of.
It's the technically the third paragraph in the summary.
Wow.
Oh.
Unless we're looking at two different versions of the wiki.
No, I see it.
Uh-huh. That's just my thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Interesting.
Why is that cut? I don't know. Maybe it's because mentions of love.
Why
Who
is
knows?
it cut? But also, why is Mesa at the school?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why it was cut.
Because he had to be in the episode.
He has to do a fish delivery to the cafeteria.
Of course.
There we go.
Yeah.
I do have an actual question for everybody here at the table.
Yeah.
How do I feel about Yai and Glide, our new favorite protagonists?
I have words about this, if I could say.
Yeah, please.
I legitimately thought, first of all, that Yai was going to be evil.
I know, you said that in the episode, and I said best friend.
First and foremost, I was like, Yai is going to be, like, one of the next people. She's gonna be, like, Wily's, like, great-granddaughter or something. And pleasantly surprised that that's not the case. I thought maybe she was gonna be, like, a half, like, rival or antagonist of some sort, and that eventually she would be, like, part of the crew. But no, they just did all that. She's just a part of the crew. They're just friends now. They just, like, they did all that in one episode. It wasn't like she's evil, but now she's good. It's literally just she's good, now she's gooder. But in my defense, it opened on a shot of her looking scary. Like,
yeah.
Like, there was,
true.
like, shadows all over her face, and she was like, ha ha ha, I am joining a commoner school. I am going to do awful things.
Yeah, and also just the fact that, she's a rich kid who lives in a mansion.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It has some, frankly, bad vibes.
Yeah, just some icky vibes. But then again, they did break into her house.
They did break into her house, though. So, like, but also, should she have all of those murder devices in her garden?
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
I mean,
probably not.
I don't know if they were murder devices because a lawnmower, some tennis balls, and a sprinkler system in the statues don't seem evil on the surface.
But that lawnmower definitely had
that was weaponized.
Everything was weaponized. Yai turned everything into a weapon, and that was the scary part.
Yeah, she's the evil mastermind.
Right. She's also set up as being like really like she skipped 2 grades and is now in the 5th grade and like is shown to be like way more advanced than everyone else in the class. With this whole scene of her writing on the whiteboard very quickly with a lot of words and math, and then she does a big math problem and it's just like, what is the solution to this math problem? Oh, I know. /
division symbol.
Yeah.
It stands for it's over.
Yeah, and Miss Mari's just like, wow, yeah, that's the right answer. And we're just like,
Is it?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it was a 1, but I called it a / because that's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like. It did not look like any one I'd have ever seen.
And I've seen some ones.
Now that we've met what I assume to be the entire crew, I love how every episode they find some convoluted way to make sure that it's Megaman who tries to do the final hit.
Right.
Like, this time Yai just left the PET in the car because she had to go to the bathroom, but Glide was still jacked in, but couldn't do anything. And I just want to see the cool fight scenes and episodes where people start working together finally, please.
Yeah, although I will say, so first up, when Glide is introducing himself, glide.exe, do not forget, even though the show refuses to acknowledge, when glide.exe is introduced, he's this like, well, I do all the scheduling. I manage Yai's whole stuff. Whoops, don't worry about it. And then he's just like, and I also have a series of lasers for net battling.
And then I fell in love with Glide.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I want to say is that in the games he never ever gets into a net battle. You can get into net battles with every other net navi in the game except for Glide.
Well, that's rude. But he hates violence, so it's fine.
I hate violence, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We saw him fire lasers at the little dudes.
Yes. We also got to see him get hit by a sonic ball, and then Mega Man shows up and he delivers the best line from the episode. Mega Man, beware the ball.
Beware the ball.
Hey everybody, beware the ball, I guess.
Here's a sick reference that neither of you will get. Shout out in the comments. Is this Phantasm? Okay, now we can move on.
Oh, yeah, Phantasm. I totally get that reference, Jupiter. Hell yeah.
So we get introduced to Wacko Man in this one. Big fan of Wacko Man. My question though, right, is so we have Wacko Man, but where's Yakko Man and Dot Man?
I was also thinking that, and honestly, I mean, so if we're putting all the threads together, I just think that Torchman, Elec Man, and Wacko Man are also the Animaniacs and also the McElroy brothers.
Yes.
I will just say yes to anything at this point. Let's go.
Thanks. Thanks, YouTube. Really appreciate you following my thread and logic there. Really, really, thank you so much.
I love your thread and your logic. And I love you.
My Navi and Me is my favorite podcast.
Wow.
Very nice.
I'm like sitting like a gay person right now.
Wow, what a coincidence.
I know. Well, you know how the gays never like sit on their chairs, right? That's like where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm
describe
yes.
Describe your sitting.
I am basically, my knees are at eye level.
Good.
Yes, correct.
I'm sitting on my chair. My knees are at eye level. My feet aren't really propped up on my desk, but they are like resting on it, I guess. I am basically curled into a ball right now and just enjoying the vibes. Oh, and I'm using my legs as an armrest. That's important.
That's incredibly important.
Yes.
This is a legitimate thing for me. I do not know how anyone is I don't get how you are supposed to sit in a chair. Like, I know, like, what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, back to the back of the chair and have your legs just straight forward and feet touching the ground.
How?
But how does anybody do that?
Tell me how.
Can I don't know, because can I tell you how I'm sitting?
Yes,
please. I would love to. Sit check.
Yeah.
I'm leaned into the mic. One of my legs is over my armrest.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm leaning forward.
Perfect. Yes.
Wonderful.
The way that I am sitting right now is that I am leaning forward. I have one elbow on the armchair, and I'm doing sort of a saucy lean. And I have one of my legs sort of bow-legged, where my other leg is resting on my foot, and the other foot is touching the ground. But I also, when recording a podcast, change my position, I would say about 20 times.
Oh, yeah. I am no longer in the leg on armrest position. I am in a different one now. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
I haven't moved yet, but I'll be sure to update y'all when I do.
Yeah, we'll get some sit updates throughout the rest of this episode. I think that's very important.
Some sit checks.
Yeah.
Gotta have those sit checks.
Yeah, Deck of Friendship has redeemed a sit check. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with this episode. For me, it was like kind of a mess a little bit.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot going on, but there was also nothing going on, and nothing really came together 100% for me. It wasn't bad, but
it felt like it should have been 2 episodes.
Yeah, 2 distinct
it felt
episodes.
Like you should have introduced Yai and had her be the villain for an episode, and then at the end be like, yeah, she's okay. And then the next episode introduce Maddie and Wacko Man and like have Yai learn to be a part of the friend team.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I don't write stories or anything, but
I did expect Yai to eventually join the team. I did not think it would be this episode.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
I'm hoping there's still a little bit of tension going forward until like she officially joins the friend group.
Yeah, it just felt like kind of rushed, like they just needed to like they needed cuz like the way I'm imagining is when they were planning out the season, they were like, we don't have time to give Yai more of an arc, so we're just going to rush it all into this episode. But also, because it's an action show, we need to have the, Monster of the Week style villain show up as well. And it's just like, it was a little bit too much. It was a little bit too much and not quite developed.
Yeah. It was okay overall.
Yeah, this is an inoffensive episode. It's not bad.
No, actually, I'm pretty offended by it.
That is fair.
As an e-girl, I think it misrepresented how I react when I get biddies.
I just had a terrible thought. I just had such a terrible thought, and
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I do not want to promise this to anyone, but Mega Man NT Warriors dub where Joy gets to play an e-girl.
Whoa! Hey, do you ever think about how this podcast is 2 e-girls and a jock?
Oh my god, it is.
I'm an e-boy.
I mean, you are. I didn't want to put that on you, but you're right. 2 e-girls and an e-boy.
Wow.
But two e-girls and a jock sounds like a much better sitcom.
I always see, literally, one of my favorite brand of tweets is the ones that make fun of podcasters, and they're like, all podcasts have these exact same 3 people on them, and it's like 3 people who like vaguely resemble the McElroys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's literally the opposite of us. That's so funny.
Yeah. Try me. We are diverse and well-rounded over here.
We literally have the best podcast is the thing.
Yeah, we do. But like, I see those memes too, and it's just like, it's so funny to me because, I mean, I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but also no podcast that I know and am connected to is like that.
Yeah. No podcast that I know and respect.
Yeah.
As far as I know, are like that. It's just, everybody's just so tied to the McElroys as an industry standard at this point. I'm not going to get into this conversation right now.
I'm gonna start ranting, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. Can you believe that Deca Friendship is starting beef with my brother, and me?
Hey, my brother, and me. Fight me in a Navi battle. I bet you'll lose.
You'll totally lose. You'll totally lose. Agree. I have got all of the best battle chips. Your battle chips are whack. Oh man.
I'm the referee, but I've been paid by Deca Friendship to make sure that you lose, my brother, and me. So like, come on, let's fight.
Yeah, the game is rigged from the start. Come at us. Oh my god.
Please do not contact the McElroys about this. If you do that, please do not.
Please
do not do this.
If you contact the McElroys about this, I'll cry, and then you'll be like, oh, dang. Oh, this is uncomfortable.
If you contact the McElroys and tag us on this, I will block you from every single part of my existence.
Why did Jupiter leave this in the episode? It's just 5 minutes of Joy crying. What? Wait,
y'all did this.
Yeah, it's just 5 minutes of Joy crying with echoing in the background. It's all your fault.
Do you want me to do a couple takes of that for you?
Oh my god, scary. Ugh, scary. No, I don't like this bit.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
I don't like this bit. I don't like this bit.
What? It's not your fault. You're fine, Joy. It's the people who contacted the McElroy brothers' fault.
I don't like it.
Hey, I'm gonna wrangle us back into the episode here. It feels like we're wrapping up because there's honestly not a lot to talk about. It's very route. It's like it's taking the boss of the week and bringing him in, and then there's sometimes his characters.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the fact that Yai is from a family that owns Ayano Tech, and I can't wait to see what that means for the show.
Yeah, they're apparently a games company?
Yeah, I can't wait for all the shenanigans that will happen because of this new connection we've made.
Yeah. Yai grew up in a family of gamers, of rich gamers.
Yeah, he's going to school to become an e-girl.
I want to go to e-girl school. Have we done this bit before?
I don't think we've done e-girl school as a bit.
I don't think we've done e-girl bit.
I don't think we have either, but I'm like having like a flashback or like a deja vu. I'm like, wait a minute, what? E-girl school?
I would totally flunk out of e-girl school. Which I think would make me, I think maybe that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, if you graduate e-girl school, then you can't. I'm sorry, you can't be an e-girl.
If you graduate e-girl school, you become a business girl.
Oh, I hate that.
If you graduate e-girl school, you won't be relatable anymore, and then people won't follow you on twitter.com.
Right.
Sorry, I just had a thought that is not... I know I brought this bit in. I have an actual thought about the show.
Oh.
That just occurred to me.
Sure.
I know nothing about Mega Man. Like, literally, I know nothing about Mega Man. I am just thinking about how when Roll and Glide die, they're going to give their Roll and Glide powers to Mega Man. Is that a thing? Is that a Mega Man thing?
Do you want an actual answer?
I mean, if that's a spoiler, maybe don't answer me.
It's not a spoiler, but I can give you an actual.
I would like an answer.
A game mechanics answer.
Yeah, that would be great.
So, in the games in Mega Man Battle Network, when you fight, first off, I guess the Navis can technically die, but it's not really it's very hard. They usually just, they get deleted and then you bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
But when you fight another Net Navi and beat them, in the games at least, you do get their battle chip, which lets you, as a move in the game, as one of the battle chips, summon in the Net Navi that you defeated to do a big attack.
Oh, so if you defeat Roll, she comes in and just does a big sonic roll through the screen?
Well, what Roll does is Roll summons in, and then she targets one of the viruses or Net Navis on the field, does a, JoJo style punch attack with her hair, and then takes the health that she took from the Net Navi and gives it to Mega Man.
What does that have to do with rolling?
Roll doesn't roll.
I'm upset. Does Glide?
I hate this game.
Does Guts Man?
Ray,
Does Guts Man?
Okay, Guts does man.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I don't know why Glide is called Glide. Because I guess he has wings that maybe he could glide. I don't know. But do you want to know the actual reason why Roll is called Roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the original Mega Man games, the original Mega Man series, Roll is Mega Man's sister, and so in the original, before Mega Man became Mega Man, he was a robot boy named Rock. So together they're Rock and Roll.
All right, there's lots of lore I'm learning today. I think we have to wrap up because I have to think about some things.
Now, okay, I do have one last thing about this episode that I want to talk about, which is maybe my favorite part of the episode.
Yes.
Which is as it's part of the sequence of Yai getting introduced. She it's lunchtime. And
Oh, yes.
and everyone is everyone is enjoying their school lunch, their cafeteria lunch, except for Yai, who is too fancy. And she's like, I can't eat this. This is commoner food. Out of here. So she claps her hands, and some butlers come into the classroom, lay out a tablecloth onto her desk, put a sirloin steak fresh from Texas in front of her, and a pink wine bottle that has that they pour, and then they're like, strawberry milk, your favorite.
I do respect Yai for liking strawberry milk.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I think we should put I almost said Mega Man. Maximilian, Pegasus, and Yai in the same room, and they can both have their fancy non-alcoholic drinks together.
Oh, that's fun.
And they can like talk about like capitalism or being rich or something. I don't know.
You know what? Yai and Maximilian Pegasus have a lot in common.
Yeah, they do.
They drink not wine. They are rich. They enjoy traps.
They both have Millennium Pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Definitely.
Yai has the Millennium Glide.
Yes.
Yep.
I like that Glide is the Millennium Net Navi.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh boy.
The powers of the Millennium Net Navi, not combat, as you might expect. It's all scheduling.
But he can do laser pew pew shoot.
Yeah, but not
not in combat.
Not in combat. Not as good as other ones. Not as good as other Navis can. Also, Yai apparently comes from a place called Kingland.
King's Island. Oh my god, she's from King's Island. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's from King's Island. She goes on all the roller coasters.
Hey, can Yai give us some tickets to King's Island?
Yes.
You know what? You know what? That does make sense. You know that she would live in an amusement park when she's part of a games company. When her family's part of a games company. Yeah.
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 She lives in King's Island. She goes on Flight of Fear. It's the best ride at King's Island. Best ride at King's Island. Available now. Go get your tickets for King's Island. Go to King's Island. Ride Flight of Fear. It's the best one.
I've never been to King's Island.
This episode is sponsored by you know what? This episode is sponsored by Ayano Tech, who it can be found at King's Island. At King's Island. Oh godness. Wow. Do we have any final words on this before I bring my funny little segment? What if they went to King's Island and they did all the evil stuff there and hacked into all the stuff there, and then Flight of Fear was twice as fast?
That's just Final Destination 3.
Oh my god, it is! Ray, I can't believe that you've seen the Final Destination movies, by the way.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that is like the opposite of something we can talk about on this podcast, but yeah, wow. That's awful. Well, if we're ready for my funny little segment, I think it's time for my funny little segment, which I have decided to rename.
Wow!
Okay.
Welcome to the segment.
Which is, I'm calling it now, because this is way better. Virus Bustin' makes me feel good.
Good. Yes. All right.
I like it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, you two had to really think about it.
Yes.
No, I was trying to remember the old name, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, because the old name was not very good. It was
but this
fine.
one sticks out. This one's good.
Yeah. So,
not that the other one wasn't good. It was just a first pass, I think just the low criticism was really good for you.
Yeah, I think so. The only virus that showed up in this episode was the Metar, which I do think is good because I want to talk about it. Now, I'm sort of gonna be a little bit immediately breaking the rules of this segment, because Metars are kind of unique in Mega Man Battle Network in that, like, you know, they are sort of a reference to, not sort of, they are, the Metars are like in every Mega Man game.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like most of the viruses in Mega Man Battle Network are unique to Battle Network. So I do want to talk. I'm going to start off by talking about them in Mega Man Battle Network. But primarily, first off, the thing about Mets is that they're adorable.
I know, I love them so much. I used to have a bunch of Mega Man Battle Network toys, and they came with the little Mets. I love them so freaking much. They're so cute.
Yeah.
I love them. I miss my Battle Network figurines that I used to have. They were so adorable.
Aw, yeah.
I have a running theory that the Mets are the spirits of dead, failed Minecraft streamers.
Scary, 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 scary.
Oh no, I used to stream Minecraft a lot, and I haven't in a while. Is this going to happen to me?
A part of your spirit has become a Met.
Oh my god. Wow.
That part of you has become a Met.
Dang. In Mega Man Battle Network, Mets, they are fun little guys who do two things. One, they hide in their helmets to block attacks. And second, they take their little pickaxe and they cause a shockwave that fires at Mega Man. In the show, they mostly just tear up the floorboards in the internet so far, which is also very good.
They physically attack the internet with a Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
This is the one that I used to have. This right here.
Aww.
Oh yeah, I know these toys. Joy just sent us a very fun, funky, fresh Mega Man NT Warrior figure. And I did really want these as a kid, and I didn't get them, but I did want them.
Yes.
So I wanna talk about, because we've got the ones in Mega Man Battle Network. I do want to talk about some of the Mets in the other games. So as far as I can remember, I mean, I think, yeah, they've from the very first Mega Man game, as far as I can tell. And they, in the original Mega Man series, they have little mouths.
Mm-hmm. Because they shoot little pellets at you.
Yeah, which is very funny. There is the Metal Paton, which is a Met dispenser.
Hi, I want one.
Please, I need one of these for my room.
Hi, would you like me to dispense a Met to you? Would you like a Met dispensed to you right now, please?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Hello?
my god. Yeah, can we?
I'm gonna make one.
I want this in my house. I want this in my house so every morning I can get a fresh hot cup of Met.
Don't talk to me until I've had my fresh cup of Met.
Don't talk to me until I've had my Met.
Hey, owners of Mega Man, Capcom, I assume, if you want, like, money for this, like, make a mug that's, like, an upside-down Met helmet and just put that on
cute.
there, please.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good. Please. There are, oh my god. So there is a thing that Mets do sometimes, is that they have, little baby Mets that are even smaller than Mets typically are. And the little mini Mets jump around. And they're so small. Oh my god.
Want one.
Oh my god. I have a couple more Mets to show you very quickly. Okay, now, this is the furthest divergence, I think. This will be our second to last Met here. In Mega Man 0, there are, the wiki says, and I've not played this game, it says a Met Cyber Elf, which is this little friend.
Hi.
Oh, what
Hello?
a baby! That looks like a
Hi.
Pokemon.
That's just Kirby with Met helmet.
Yeah,
That's Kirby if 8 Met.
it's Kirby, has the red shoes and everything, has diodes coming out the side, and little ears coming off of the helmet.
Hi, this is an electric fairy type Pokemon, and I want one.
It is. You're correct. Hey, I have
Wait.
Yes.
I have one.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about this little freak from the American cartoon?
I love this one. This is my friend. I hug. Big hug.
This Met has Nikes, first off.
This Met was made with Nikes in mind.
Yes. Most Mets are yellow. This Met is green.
With a blue, is that a button or like a bulb?
It looks like a bulb.
Seems to be some kind of bulb.
Yeah, a blue bulb.
Watch this horrifying clip.
I'll do it after the episode.
Yeah, we'll do it after the episode.
Okay, but please watch the horrible clip.
I will, after the episode.
Yes, please do that. After the episode, please watch this horrible clip.
Now I do, here's a Met in a train.
Yes!
Hi. I want 10.
Yeah.
I'll have 10 of them, though.
Oh my
Hi,
god.
I'd like to make a Met dispenser, but just have these inside instead.
Oh my god. There are so many Mets. There are so many Mets. I am not even...
And we haven't even met them all.
Here's a Met... Here's a Met that instead of having a helmet has a cactus.
I love you!
That's just Mario with Cappy powers on a cactus.
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes the Mets disguise themselves as one-ups.
They disguise themselves as one man.
So you see it's like, oh, over there, that's an extra life. That's pretty sick. Nope! You fool! It's a Met! Now I do the last Met that I want to talk about, and I'm so sorry that I have to introduce you to this. There is a Met called Metal Daddy.
Oh, yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gigantic Met.
Is he big? How big is he?
I would say
10.
about 12 times the size of a regular Met.
I want to give it a hug. Can I give it a hug? Is that
I mean,
allowed?
yeah, you can give Daddy a hug.
Yeah, give Daddy a hug.
I think it's been a really good run, everybody. This has been a great podcast.
Yeah.
For my
Yes.
for my own personal reasons, I do have to end the episode now. Because I have to go find Daddy and give him a big hug.
Yes, immediately.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to Deck of Friendship. Really glad that you have listened to this podcast that we make voluntarily.
On purpose.
On purpose, even.
For you, but mostly for us.
Mostly for us, yeah. Hey.
But mostly for us.
Hey, thank you so much. You can find us on Twitter at Friendship Deck. If you want to send us stuff or just keep updated on what's going on with Deck Friendship, that is the place to go. You can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/artdeckaspects. I want you to go ahead when you go to the Patreon page and you see all of the fun little tiers that we've put up to ignore them because they are definitely out of date, and we are gonna work on redoing our Patreon very soon. So keep that in mind. It is mostly just for financially supporting us for the moment while we figure out what we want to do with the Patreon. The financial support is extremely, extremely appreciated, and look forward to future announcements on that. Yeah, with that, Deck of Friendship, Jack out.
Kiss your dad square on the lips.
Wait a minute! No!
Did you just assassinate Jupiter?
I think I did.
Yeah,
Oops.
you did. I'm a ghost now. Ooh.
Oh no, you're a Met!
Whoa, there's a ghost in our podcast. Oh.
time to lose. If Mega's hurt, he'll need energy pellets. Yo, Eddie!
You rang, Robo-Babe?
Megaman! He's under the water!
Oh, and weak as a sand crab, I'll bet. Not to worry.
Eddie! You're a sight for sore circuits.
Aw, Mega all tied up. Eddie helped feed him energy.
Talk about second childhoods.